Public interest in Kim Kardashian's personal life has remained intense since her divorce from Kanye West, and in early 2026, that attention has shifted toward her long-standing connection with Formula One driver Lewis Hamilton. What began as quiet sightings quickly developed into widespread reports suggesting that their decade-long friendship may have evolved into something more. The coverage has centered on a series of coordinated appearances in the United Kingdom and France, where both were documented at the same locations within a short time frame. Kim Kardashian's trajectory from reality television personality to global business executive has been well documented. Over the past decade, she has expanded her influence beyond entertainment into fashion, beauty, and legal advocacy. Lewis Hamilton, meanwhile, has built his legacy within Formula One, securing multiple world championships and recently announcing a high-profile move to Ferrari. Both occupy rare positions within their respective industries, combining commercial power with international recognition. Their social circles have overlapped for years, particularly through fashion events and philanthropic gatherings. Their connection can be traced back to 2014, when Hamilton was frequently seen within the same public orbit as Kim and Kanye West. He attended fashion events linked to the West family and appeared within their broader network of celebrity acquaintances. During that period, the relationship was widely understood to be social rather than romantic. In the years that followed, both continued to rise professionally. Kim expanded her brands and increased her legal advocacy work, while Hamilton consolidated his status as one of the most successful drivers in Formula One history. Reports in early 2026 suggest that the dynamic may have shifted during a New Year's Eve gathering in Aspen. While neither party has publicly confirmed a change in status, several outlets have framed that event as a turning point. In February, further speculation intensified after accounts emerged of a weekend stay at Estelle Manor in the Cotswolds. According to reporting from The Sun, both traveled separately, arriving via private aircraft and helicopter, yet were said to have spent time together at the estate. The coverage described private dinners and spa visits conducted under heightened security. Shortly afterward, TMZ published footage showing Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton arriving at the same luxury hotel in Paris within minutes of one another. While the images confirmed proximity, they did not include any public acknowledgement of a relationship. Nonetheless, the Paris sighting reinforced the narrative that their connection had progressed beyond casual acquaintance. The fact that the meeting occurred in a city frequently associated with romantic symbolism contributed to the media response. Despite the heightened attention, neither Kardashian nor Hamilton has issued a formal statement confirming a romantic partnership. Sources cited in multiple reports characterized the situation as casual and fun, emphasizing that both are aware of the scrutiny surrounding them. According to those accounts, they are moving cautiously, conscious of the broader context that includes Kim's co-parenting arrangement with Kanye West. The broader significance of the reports lies in the convergence of two powerful public brands. Kim Kardashian represents a media dynasty built on visibility, narrative management, and strategic exposure. Lewis Hamilton operates within a different ecosystem, one defined by elite sport, global sponsorships, and disciplined competition. Any confirmed relationship would therefore represent not only a personal development, but also the alignment of two influential networks. At this stage, the available evidence remains limited to photographic documentation and secondary reporting. There are no joint interviews, coordinated public appearances confirming exclusivity, or social media declarations from either party. The speculation is therefore rooted in proximity and pattern rather than direct confirmation. The narrative has been constructed through a sequence of sightings and background commentary rather than explicit statements. The development has also revived discussion of Kardashian's past relationships and Hamilton's historically private approach to romance. Kardashian's previous high-profile marriage to Kanye West and subsequent public relationships have shaped how new associations are interpreted. Hamilton, by contrast, has often maintained a more reserved posture regarding his personal life. The pairing, if formalized, would merge two distinct approaches to public exposure. For now, the situation rests in an interim space between rumor and confirmation. The documentation confirms that Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton were present at the same private estate in the UK and the same hotel in Paris. Beyond that, the framing remains largely interpretive. Without a public declaration, the narrative continues to rely on external reporting rather than verified statements. As attention builds, the context remains defined by history, proximity, and timing. Both individuals are navigating periods of transition in their professional lives. Hamilton's move to Ferrari marks a significant shift within Formula One, while Kardashian continues to expand her business ventures and legal initiatives. Their association, whether temporary or long-term, unfolds within that broader landscape of ambition and reinvention. Media attention intensified once reports of the Cotswolds weekend began circulating more widely. According to The Sun, Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton stayed at Estelle Manor, a private members club known for its discretion and high-profile clientele. The publication detailed that Kim arrived by private jet, while Hamilton reportedly traveled by helicopter. Though they were not photographed together inside the property, sources cited by the outlet described shared dinners and time spent in the spa area. The reporting emphasized privacy measures and security, reinforcing the idea that the meeting was deliberate rather than coincidental. Within days, TMZ released footage from Paris showing both figures arriving at the same luxury hotel, minutes apart. The video did not capture them entering together, but the timing was close enough to sustain the speculation already underway. The Paris appearance followed the UK reports closely, creating a sequence that appeared coordinated in the public eye. The combination of locations, both associated with exclusivity and privacy, added weight to the assumption that their connection had shifted beyond casual friendship. As these sightings circulated online, discussion quickly expanded beyond the two individuals involved. Attention turned to Kanye West, Kardashian's former husband, and the father of her 4 children. The Tribune and the News reported that sources close to West described him as bitter and vindicated, referencing earlier tensions during his marriage to Kardashian. According to those reports, West had previously expressed suspicion about the closeness between Kardashian and Hamilton, claims that were dismissed at the time. The resurfacing of those earlier allegations has been framed by some outlets as a source of personal frustration for him. Additional reports suggested that West had privately questioned Kardashian's judgment in entering a new public relationship. However, there have been no verified legal filings or formal custody motions connected to the recent rumors. The Independent has previously documented the legal framework of their co-parenting arrangement, noting that both share responsibility for their children. As of now, no new court documents have surfaced to confirm any change in that arrangement. The narrative has also drawn attention to Northwest, the eldest child of Kardashian and West. Some outlets suggested that West was concerned about how a high-profile relationship might affect their daughter. These claims remain based on unnamed sources rather than documented statements. Publicly, West has not issued a direct social media response to the Paris or Cotswolds sightings. His relative silence contrasts with earlier periods when he addressed personal matters online in real time. Meanwhile, outlets such as De Ultimo Minuto have published timelines tracing the evolution of Kardashian and Hamilton's connection from the 2014 GQ Awards through intermittent appearances at fashion events and industry gatherings. These timelines reinforce that their familiarity did not develop overnight. Instead, it reflects years of overlapping social and professional spaces. What has changed, according to recent coverage, is the nature of their private interactions. Sources cited in multiple publications describe the current dynamic as cautious. The phrase "using kid gloves" has appeared in reporting, suggesting an awareness of how public visibility could escalate tension with West. That framing presents the relationship, if it exists, as measured rather than impulsive. Neither Kardashian nor Hamilton has commented publicly to confirm exclusivity, and neither has posted imagery that directly acknowledges a partnership. From a professional standpoint, both individuals remain active in demanding careers. Hamilton's transition to Ferrari marks a major chapter in his racing career, one that carries significant media scrutiny on its own. Kardashian continues to expand her business ventures while maintaining her legal advocacy work. Any confirmed relationship would therefore unfold under intense commercial and personal observation. The pattern of reporting illustrates how proximity can quickly become narrative. Separate arrivals at the same estate and the same hotel have been interpreted as confirmation by some audiences, even in the absence of direct acknowledgement. This dynamic reflects the broader environment of celebrity coverage, where visibility and timing often substitute for formal statements. At this stage, the situation remains defined by layered reporting rather than direct confirmation. The sightings in the UK and Paris are documented. The alleged reactions from West are attributed to unnamed sources. The co-parenting arrangement remains unchanged in legal records. What exists publicly is a sequence of events that suggests closeness, paired with commentary that interprets it as romance. The absence of a joint declaration leaves the storyline unresolved. The tension now rests not on documented actions, but on anticipation. Whether the relationship will be formally acknowledged or remain undefined is unclear. For now, the progression has been gradual, from shared social circles to reported private travel to international sightings, and finally to speculation about its broader impact. What this situation ultimately reveals is less about confirmation of a romance and more about the mechanics of modern celebrity narrative. Two globally recognized figures were seen in the same private locations within a short span of time. That sequence alone was enough to construct a storyline that now extends beyond travel sightings into speculation about family dynamics, custody concerns, and emotional fallout. The documented facts remain limited. Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton were reported to have spent time at Estelle Manor in the UK. They were later filmed arriving separately at the same hotel in Paris. Neither has publicly defined the relationship. No joint interviews, statements, or social media confirmations have followed the coverage. At the same time, no formal denial has been issued. The reaction attributed to Kanye West illustrates how prior history shapes current interpretation. Reports from the Tribune and the News describe him as frustrated and feeling validated by earlier suspicions. However, there has been no direct public statement from West addressing the alleged relationship. There are also no new court filings suggesting a shift in custody arrangements. The legal structure surrounding the co-parenting of their children remains as previously reported by The Independent. The significance of these details lies in what has not happened. There has been no public confrontation, no official custody motion, and no escalation beyond media commentary. In a digital climate that often amplifies personal disputes, the absence of direct action is notable. It suggests that for now, the situation remains within the realm of speculation rather than legal or institutional conflict. For Kardashian, the broader implication involves brand management. Her public life operates at the intersection of personal relationships and commercial identity. Any confirmed partnership would be interpreted not only as a romantic development but also as a strategic alignment. Hamilton similarly maintains a global profile tied to performance, discipline, and corporate partnerships. A public relationship between them would inevitably merge two powerful audiences and media ecosystems. At the same time, both individuals have demonstrated caution in recent years regarding personal exposure. Kardashian's previous relationship with Kanye West unfolded in a highly visible environment that later became publicly volatile. Hamilton has historically kept his private life relatively controlled despite ongoing media interest. The measured pace of this narrative aligns with that pattern of restraint. Another layer involves the role of documentation versus interpretation. The footage released by TMZ confirms proximity. Reports from The Sun describe travel logistics. Timelines published by De Ultimo Minuto outline their long-standing social overlap. These are observable data points. The assumption of exclusivity, however, remains interpretive. In the absence of direct confirmation, the narrative operates on inference. There is also the question of durability. High-profile relationships often move quickly in public perception, but long-term viability depends on stability beyond media cycles. If the connection between Kardashian and Hamilton is casual, as some outlets suggest, it may remain undefined. If it develops into a formal partnership, it will likely be introduced on their own terms rather than through incremental leaks. The involvement of children adds another dimension. Any change in Kardashian's personal life inevitably intersects with her role as a parent. Reports that West expressed concern about North West carry weight precisely because of the visibility of their co-parenting history, yet without formal legal steps, those concerns remain within the realm of reported sentiment rather than action. Ultimately, this situation reflects the speed at which proximity becomes narrative. Two public figures share time in exclusive settings. Historical context is layered onto the present. Past tensions resurface through unnamed sources. Within days, a friendship evolves into a headline relationship, and that relationship becomes a potential custody storyline.